Okay, when I found out that I had these feelings, I was a young kid, maybe like 8 years old, and from as early, earlier than that, I was always taught, a man being with a woman and a woman being with a man, and it was only that, so I had that image burned into my mind, and and for the longest time, I had that image burned into my mind, and I believed it. Meanwhile, I also had an image of what I was feeling inside, not what I was taught, but what was innately coming out of me, and that was very different to what I was, taught by my parents, by everybody else, and as a kid, you don't talk to anybody about those things, you don't ask questions or anything. So I thought that I was like weird. And I was confused why both of these were happening at the same time. But I could say I was maybe about 8 years old or 7 years old around when I started having the different feelings, different than what I was taught.
As growing up, and how did you feel society was treating you when they found out about your differences?
As I was growing up, I wasn't ever treated any differently because it was never brought up.
In your family?
No, never. Like nobody knew, nothing. I never expressed it, never did it, nothing. But more recently, I don't think I was treated any differently though, because I hung around with a bunch of straight people and gay people and whatever, and they treated in my situation I was treated equally, and it's fortunate for me because I know that there are a lot of people that aren't treated equally, and I think it's a shame, but I'm fortunate to not have passed through that.
Are you religious?
Yes, very religious.
So,
with being religious, was it hard to know what like you said, it was burned to your mind, and what your religion taught you? Was it hard on trying to figure out who you really were, and accepting it?
Figuring out who I was, I guess I still don't know, or maybe I know some of it. But what I was beating myself up about was why. Like if they say, we're created under the image of God, and we're all kids, sons and daughters of God. But yet he rejects these acts. Why is it that I was made this way when I'm supposedly not supposed to be this way? And for a long time I was I guess a little bit angry and confused. And I can't even tell you how many times I tried to pray it away. And because I really felt like I was dirt, because it had such a bad stigma, and I didn't want to have that dirtiness on me, and I tried my hardest to block it. I tried my hardest to pray it away. I tried my hardest to pretend that it was a phase that I was going to go through and be over with. I pretty much tried it all. The only thing that I refrained from doing was going to youth groups or anything like that, specifically for that reason. And I neglected to go to those because I finally realized that it wasn't going to go away, and I wasn't wrongly made.